guys, this is Rachel. I'm here with Jamie, who's the in-game designer for the new Far Cry 3. We just got some hands-on with the game, and it is massive. What can you tell me about this huge world that you're in?
Well, this is the open world that we're showing in the demo here today. It's about a 20th of the size of the entire map, so the things that you guys were looking at today, it's only like 1/20th of the entire scale.
What we played was only a 20th?
20th, yeah,
oh,
yeah, no, completely. So it's massive, it's massive. I mean, and the whole thing is we really want to show now the kind of the open world part, you know, the sort of the systemic living world, because we've shown a lot of the narrative heavy stuff, and now we really want to show, okay, this is the stuff that you do in between those narrative missions.
Right. Now on the map, there are tons of different like side quests and different like mini games to do. Can you go over through a few of those?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we've got a bunch of side quests like the Wanted mission, I think you might have seen, which is like it's kind of like a stealth assassination mission. You're following this path of the warrior thing, so you're like trying to help the racket out, so then you kind of go along and you have to stab this guy. It's kind of like a little stealth mission. There's like a hunting quest down there and stuff. You saw the thing with the caves and the bear and all that, the bear in the caves and all that kind of stuff.
He killed a bear!
Yeah, 2 of them. They go down pretty hard, unfortunately. So, you want to know, I'd love to have a count of how many animals have been killed here today over the last 3 days, but yeah, no, so there's that one, there's another one with tigers in it, there's all that kind of thing. There's also like supply drop missions, which is basically you have to take medical supplies through to rack out that have been wounded and that kind of stuff. So we really want to make sure there's loads of different kind of quests and activities there in the world for you to go out and find out.
Aside from all the side quests and missions, what is your main objective throughout the game?
The main objective through the game is basically Jason's journey. It's his voyage of discovery. He gets dropped into this world as kind of like this naive kid, and then it's basically, okay, how does he grow? How does he relate to, you know, the friends that he's still got around him? How does he become this warrior? And what's that doing to him as he's progressing through this stuff? As he's progressing through the story? What's happening to him? What's all this death and destruction and his friends getting killed? How is that changing him? So that's kind of the main thing. In the open world, you're really kind of growing your character. This is where you're really kind of like, you know, getting more money, getting more XP, getting more skills, all that kind of thing. And also it's a lot about just finding out about the island and getting a feel for the life on the island. You know, we're going to have like narrative side missions as well, which are going to be about, you know, just giving you little snippets of the life that's going on in the place.
Can you touch upon the story at all? Like, why is he on this island?
Well, basically, I mean, he starts off pretty much on kind of like an adventure holiday. And, you know, I mean, when you're off traveling or something like that, you know, you kind of head off to a sort of crazy place and somebody kind of says, hey, why don't you come and do this thing? And he just takes a wrong turn and he just ends up like totally out of his depth. And it's just one of those kind of, you hear about these kind of nightmare travel stories every now and again from people. This is one of those. So, if
this is just an open world section, what are some of the other gameplay elements or modes that this game will have?
Well, obviously there's the open world and the missions themselves just intermesh totally seamlessly. So it's right, you really decide, okay, I'm going to go off and do a mission, or I'm going to go off and get involved out in the open world. And you see the sort of the quest icons that we have, the side quests. Normally we would have mission icons turned on as well. So it's really up to you to decide, okay, I'm going to follow the story for a while. All right, now I'm going to get distracted by the open world. And that's just the single player. I mean, obviously we've got multiplayer as well. We've got PvP. There's 4 PvP game modes. We've also got co-op. So there's an entire co-op story thread. That's 4-player co-op. We've got a split screen as well. In-game editor, updated in-game editor. So there's a lot of stuff for people to get their teeth into in the game.
And the title recently got pushed back, right?
It did, yes. We were kind of looking at what we were doing and we were thinking, okay, look, we need just a little bit more time to kind of get this right. And we're really lucky at Ubi that we do get that kind of opportunity. I think there's a lot of other places that would just be really like pushing out the door. But fortunately, it's meant that we really get to push the quality on the game, and it means I think that people are going to get the game that we want to deliver to them.
Right. And did you guys announce the new release date yet?
Yeah. We're out on December the 4th. We're coming out on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC.
Okay. Well, that's not actually that very far off at all.
No, not at all. No, it's just around the corner.
No pressure. No pressure.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time off with us, and thank you so much for showing us the game.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. Make sure you guys go get your pre-orders in.